Red is one of the I'd call him like the OG, the original four. He's one of the guys we first had to build our car from scratch for our very first race together. Just a very, more of a quiet guy, but very focused, very intense, very dedicated to his work. So I love that about him. He's very passionate about what he does, very dedicated to it.
Hi, this is Red with Harding Racing. Well, back in the day, I used to have hair, and it used to be red. But yeah, so most people know me by Red. Gosh, about 20 years. IndyCar, sports cars prior to that. Oh, sure, yeah. Like everybody, you kind of fall into it by mistake, maybe. My dad was a race car driver back in the late '60s, '70s, and '80s, racing sports cars, and I kind of just tagged along and got the love of it, like everybody else does, and found my way to Indianapolis, and that was the start of it. Yeah. Oh, well, some of them are a bunch of clowns, but we have a lot of fun. It's a brotherhood, It's a team, and we all work really good together. Everybody has their role, and you're at the pinnacle of motorsports, so all these guys are really good. So I like to think that I'm up there with them too. So yeah. Right. So winning the pole at Indianapolis was a big moment. That was 2001 with Scott Sharp. Yep. In fact, I was with Cuz on that team. Let's see. Won lots of races. Whenever we're winning, it's always a good memory. Traditional 9-to-5 jobs, no. No. I spent a lot of my time surfing on the East Coast. So that's where I'm from, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Started out as a young kid surfing and surfed amateur events all up and down the East Coast. And then so never had a 9-to-5 job, really. In racing, like I mentioned earlier, working with my dad in sports cars from the time I was a teenager, till early 20s. Yeah, well, everybody says it's so glamorous, and it is out on pit lane and when you're winning races, but it takes a tremendous amount of work, tremendous amount of hours and dedication, and it's a team. Football players say the same thing. They practice hundreds of hours to win the Super Bowl, right? Same here. We're all very driven to win. I will wreck you to win. Okay? So, and it's all up and down the paddock. I want to beat that guy over there to the door, to hold the door open for somebody, So we're all driven to win, and that pushes us to work those long hours and ride the roller coaster of the ups and downs. Well, a lot of people think that what we do is awesome. And so just the little mundane things that we do, they want to know what we're doing and kind of get in on that. Oh wow, that's a tough one, right? Just the legacy of me, I guess. Loyal. Well, that's a hard question just to throw at some guy. To be loyal, trustworthy, and good friend.